And we're going to go live. We're live. Now, can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
All right. I'm Russ Johns.
I'm Marian, LaSalle.
Hey, and we are Agency 258, and this is Marketing Ideas That Work. So, Marian, good morning. How are you this fine day?
I am so good today. The sun is shining. The temperature's rising. It's, it's just beautiful. All the flowers are starting to bloom. All the trees are starting to get buds on them. I'm so excited.
Well, you've had a little bit of weather in Houston, so it's like, man, it needs to dry out there for a little bit, right?
It's the weirdest thing. I've been here, 15 years now?
Yeah.
And I've never seen it like this. It's been cold and dreary and rainy. I don't mind the rain, but come on. I feel like I'm up north. It was cold. Okay, not that bad.
Yeah. Well, the Northeast is getting a kind of a messy storm right now. It's just dangerous.
I heard. So you're in Arizona. What's the weather like now?
Well, the weather here is very, very nice, and it's going to be climbing. It's been around 70s in the day and climbing. Going to be 80s. It might have a slight chance of a shower on Sunday. So.
Oh, Russ, we have a comment that they're not hearing you.
Oh, they're not hearing me?
Right. So.
But interesting. Well, let me.
Yeah. Hi, Vicki.
Yeah.
Vicki's here. She says she cannot hear you, but can you hear me okay?
Well, let's see what's going on there.
And Vicki says she's excited to be here. She's North Houston, or North Texas, I should say now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can hear you just fine. I'm not sure what that's all about. Weird.
Is it just really low? I mean, it should be going.
It sounds good to me.
I can go again.
Hey.
Boom.
Modern technology.
Can you hear me now?
So I can hear you fine. And
I can hear you fine.
She's not responding, so I'm not sure. Maybe she had to reboot.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Yes, tell us what it's like in Arizona right now.
So if you didn't see my post from yesterday, Dad and I went and walked. My mom was in physical therapy, so Dad and I walked 2 miles.
That is fantastic.
For somebody that's going to be 90 this year, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
I had to keep up with him. It's like, holy cow, Dad. It's like, let's go.
Wow, that's fantastic.
So it's spotty audio, Vicki says.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
Very interesting.
Well, we'll have to listen to the recording, Vicki. And
okay, so she's saying I need to repeat what you're saying because she can't hear you.
Oh, that's so strange.
Okay, so Russ was telling us that he went to physical therapy with his mom and his dad, who is 90. Well, how old is your dad?
He will be 90 this year.
He'll be 90 this year, and he could barely keep up with his dad. He went a 2-mile walk, and he's in Arizona, so there's not too much humidity, I would imagine, this time of year.
Yeah. Sharon's here. Hey, Sharon, can you hear me okay?
Okay, so now she says she can't hear me.
Huh. Oh, can you hear Marian? Sharon?
Okay, she can hear us both. So it might be you, Vicki. It might be you need to reboot. I'm not surely sure.
Yeah.
Or go out and come back in.
Yeah. Well, I apologize.
Sharon,
how are you doing today?
Not always perfect.
Yeah. Hey, technology, we're pushing the boundaries here. Marketing ideas, marketing ideas that work is all about experimenting, right? So,
that was one of the first things I had to learn. When I'm working with Russ, it's always an experiment. Let's try this. Let's try that. Let's experiment. And that's really cool about a show that calls itself Marketing Ideas That Work, because it's always an experiment. New software, new techniques, new trials. We interview people. We talk to people all the time about their business and what's happening with them. The resounding message I'm getting right now is that social media and internet marketing is so wonky with all the weird algorithm changes everybody's having, people are having more luck picking up the phone and calling people than they are with anything else. So if you don't like the phone, too bad. Right now, you better get on it.
Well, I think more than that, Marian, I think it's developing relationships with the people you're working with, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, and this has been through the time, you know, we go through these, whiz bang things that, you know, it's like a social media, it's like email marketing, all of these things that we do and love and care about. However, at the end of the day, it's still, do you like what I do? Can we work together? Do we have a relationship? Do you trust my work? And let's do some work. Let's do some amazing stuff together, right? So you guys are just like out there, and we can experiment with the things. And then if you have a goal or an idea, you know, it's like join us on the show, you know, ask us questions. We're happy to tell you what our experience is. It may not be everybody's experience, but we're happy to share our experience.
Right.
And so,
well, we have a new experiment that's starting.
I'm excited about this.
Me too. So do you guys want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Russ and I have not set a date yet, but we will have a webinar this week sometime about creating a YouTube channel and letting your supporters support you. Not a donation, but a support, a monthly support on Patreon. So if you or you know somebody that wants to grow your YouTube channel or start a YouTube channel, this would be a great webinar for you to get on. So if you want to be included in that, just send us a message and we'll make sure you get an invitation to the webinar. You can send it to marketing@agency258.com and we'll let you know when we're going to do it sometime this week. We just haven't set a time yet.
Yeah. And we'll post it across social media, LinkedIn. I'm very active right now on LinkedIn. I know, Marian, you're more active on Facebook.
I used to be. I'm
Are you frustrated with Facebook as much as I am?
It's not even a frustration. It's almost like, okay, they've been warning us. They've been warning us. They've been warning us. And so people are trying to find other ways to connect with their audience. You know, that's what Russ was talking about earlier. It's a connection between you and the person that is helping you, or you and the community that you want to belong to. So if it's not Facebook anymore, what's it going to be?
Yeah, what is it going to be?
Well, right now, we're going to be testing YouTube.
Yeah.
With a Patreon support. So I think that you should think about it. And if you know any friends that want to start a business or have a business and they want to come along with us, we're going to be building this community together. It's so cool, isn't it, Russ?
It's absolutely cool. And now for the people that aren't familiar with what this all means, you know, we don't have every detail worked out. However, the basics, can you kind of share a little bit about what those basic principles are going to be, or what needs to be in place for this to take place?
Yeah. I want to back up with a story. You know how I just love to tell stories.
Tell us a story. Marian, tell us a story.
Yes. It's not a bedtime story. This is a wake-up call story. So back in the day when Russ and I were running a networking group together, Red O'Laughlin came to me and said, "Hey, Marian, I want to try this cool experiment. I want to try out this thing that they're calling reputation marketing." So I did a lot of research. Red did a lot of research. Russ did a lot of research, and we came together and we started this really cool experiment. And we experimented with painted path designs. So we went to what's the name of that company? The one where you put your reputation on the line.
Yelp?
Yelp.
Yeah.
So we went to Yelp and we did this experiment where our community, anybody who had experience with us, wrote a profile or wrote a testimonial or wrote a review.
A review.
We wrote a review. Do you know that Painted Path Designs lived on that review, or on that experiment we did for
Yeah.
over 3 years, we got at least one new client every single week just from that experiment.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you here. We're trying a new experiment. I think it's going to work the same. It'll be even better, because what modern technology has done for us is allowed us to let our supporters really easily support us.
Well, I think that's a really important key to understand, is that as these networks begin to expand and get into the billions, we all have a gift and a message that we only need to have. It's like Seth Godin says, build your tribe, right? We're all connected through a single thread, and every group and every tribe and every passion is slightly different, right? You've seen it happen over and over. Like on YouTube, there's people that are like you've been experimenting with or researching, is like camping and the lifestyles, cooking, gaming, makeup, fashion. All of these things they all have their own little groups and their tribes and their messages, and it's a common thread that people can gather around and learn more about, and they're passionate with, and it's just a way to expand your gift to a bigger audience and get compensated for that. Because a lot of people do it for the sheer passion of that, and it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of effort, and people don't always, like us, I mean, we don't always allow people to know how they can pay for us, right?
Yeah, you can't be shy. You got to get over that. As a matter of fact, I was telling my veterinarian today, I had to take a little Brinkley in for rabies and all the different stuff that, that they have to go through as an animal. Bummer.
So it was a standard visit. It wasn't an emergency.
Standard visit. It was an emergency. Thank
God.
Good. But I said to him, "Are you internet shy?" He goes, "No." I said, "Oh, do you mind if I take a picture of Brinkley with you? Because you're such a good doctor and I'd like to spread the word." And that's what it's all about, people. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry if I called you people. That's what my babes, my community, my friends. Okay. Yeah. It's about sharing what you love. It's about sharing what you care about. It's about sharing the good stuff. And that, in my opinion, anybody who knows me knows that I love to share. And I notice that a lot of other people keep things to themselves. And I think the reason for that is they're shy. So we've got to get over the shyness.
Well, here's a perfect example. And you know that I'm not shy.
No.
Or I'm not very shy, very much, right?
You're
However,
kind of shy.
Well, here's another way of looking at it too. And this ties in with marketing, because I see so many posts that get a lot of attraction and a lot of response and a lot of engagement that are personal, right? And for the longest time, it was like, okay, I'm here in Arizona, I'm helping my folks out, and it's like I'm starting to engage them in some of my videos and some of my communication.
And we love it.
And people love it. It's different. It's still me. It's still me. And I was hesitant to share that part of my life because, it's like, okay, is it interesting? I don't know. I think it is. And, it's like my dad's 90 taking a 2-mile walk. I mean, that's awesome. How awesome is that? So going to the gym with my mom, it's like, it's fun. And
okay, so here's the deal. Most people do not understand this. If you get on YouTube and you look around at whatever you're interested in and you see some of the videos that are being made, people have thousands of viewers and connections and tribes and communities based around whatever they're doing. So it could be as easy as opening up something new you just bought. I know it sounds really strange for most people to grasp what I'm trying to say here,
Right.
but it's true. We want to know. And if you've ever heard anybody say, well, I don't want to know what people are eating, so they're taking pictures of that on Facebook. That's just one portion of those people. There's those other people that love to see it. If you're on a diet, we want to know what kind of diet. What are you having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? If you're putting your makeup on, we want to see how you did it. I mean, we really do want to know.
Yeah.
Because we are living separate lives now. Okay, one of our viewers is in northern Texas. Sorry about my lawn guy agitating my dog. Anyway, she's in northern Texas. I want to know what she's doing now. She hasn't said anything since she moved. Hello? Tell me what's going on. I want to know.
What is happening?
What's happening? What do you like it there? What have you found? Are you playing bridge? What's going on? Okay.
Social media is a tool, and that's what we've discovered. It's just a tool, and we can use it for communication. And picking up the phone and continuing to build that relationship is key. I like email. You know, I'm a fan of email. I do a lot of email back and forth with a lot of my friends, and I can write a small what's happening. I write a small thing, going back and forth, and following up with people is going to be key. So with the newsletter, we're going to do some experimenting with our newsletter. That was another area that we want to experiment with, right? So we're going to be doing the YouTube. We're going to be creating a little bit of activity on YouTube. We're going to adjust some things with our newsletter, and we're also going to tweak and tune a few things on social media. So in the next, what would you say, Marian, 30, 60 days, you're going to see a few things changing, and we'll give updates every Tuesday. We're here every Tuesday for Marketing Ideas at Work. We'll give you updates. So if you want to follow us and kind of get updates on these items, connect with us. You can always connect directly with us at marketing@agency258.com. And that's an email we both receive and we respond to. And also, we have a way that you can actually sign up for a newsletter. If you go to I got to adjust on the mobile. We got to make an adjustment on mobile to sign up, because a lot of people complain that, it was too obnoxious. And so I got some complaints. So I'm going to adjust the sign up on mobile. However, if you go to a desktop, and you can get to the top and you can sign up anytime for our newsletter, and we'll be communicating some of these experiments with you. I'm on LinkedIn all the time. Russ Johns, you can get us on LinkedIn. You're on LinkedIn as well. And what would you say you're most active in right now, Marian? Your most active platform?
Oh, I'm always still every day, all day long. I'm on Facebook. That's just the way it is. But okay. I notice that it's different now. It's more of a communication between people on Messenger. I'm, of course, saying happy birthday to people, and they're saying happy birthday to me. I don't like their algorithm. It makes me frustrated, because I can't even see what my own daughter's doing unless I go to her page. I don't like that. It doesn't make me feel good that I have.
Well, it almost feels like a bait and switch. We were told that, hey, get a group, grow a community, and build your audience. And Facebook was pushing this, video, right? And then all of a sudden if you want anybody to see it, you're going to have to pay us.
Yeah.
Which is a business. I understand that as a business.
Even if you're not a business, even if you're just a normal person like Marian LaSalle on Facebook, if I want to see what my friends are doing, I have to go to each friend now and see what they're doing. And that is time consuming. I used to be able to just see it in my news feed, and I'm not doing that anymore. So that to me is frustrating, but I'm still on there. You can still reach me on Messenger. I'm still, accepting friend requests. I'm not like Russ, who has so many friends he can't take anymore. Of course, I'm on LinkedIn, but I don't. The only time I go to LinkedIn is if somebody asks to be connected to me.
Oh.
That's the only time I spend time on LinkedIn, and I might look around a little bit. That's it.
Well, here's an interesting observation. Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yes, I'm not finished yet. Where I am spending most of my time now is on YouTube. So I'm building a community on YouTube under Flexible Lifestyle. And it's a channel called Flexible Lifestyle. And I'm noticing when I respond to somebody who's done a face, oh, there's your dad. Hi, Dad.
See, Marian, did Mom go to the doctor already?
I guess.
Okay.
Car's gone. She's gone. I can't find her.
Okay.
So I guess she went home.
Well, she'll probably be right back, and then we'll have lunch. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't have lunch yet. It's only 10 o'clock.
Okay, then we'll wait for her.
So I'm spending more time on YouTube because I'm building a community over there, a community of people that have the interests that I do. And it's not just business. I'm talking personal stuff that I'm
Right.
interested in, So yeah, I guess I'm still on Facebook, but I am finding other places that are of interest to me. And I know LinkedIn is of interest to you. What do you do over there? What do you do when you spend time over there?
Well, let me tell you.
I would like to know.
So
I'm sure our other viewers would like to know too.
here's another marketing experiment. So I have a program called Ecamm Live, and the last thing I do every day is I fire up Ecamm Live, turn on my camera, and I start 2-minute tips, reviewed by Russ, 2-minute tips. And I record this and I stream it to Facebook. And then with Ecamm Live, I can actually store that video. It goes onto my hard drive. And then I share it with YouTube. I share it with LinkedIn. And I share it on Spreaker as a podcast. So here's an interesting number. My number one activity, comments and shares, is on LinkedIn. Some of these videos have over 1,000 views. Some of them are up to 2,000 now. And multiple comments. The next one is the podcast. The podcast has the second number of views.
It's not
and
it's a listen.
It's just audio.
You said views.
Oh. Yeah.
Not really.
Not really. Second amount of traffic. Third is YouTube. And last is Facebook.
And that's without any paid ads. That's
with almost no promotion. And just because I have a large community on LinkedIn and I'm engaged on LinkedIn. I comment on other people's stuff and they have the opportunity to come and see my stuff. So now the next step in this experiment is I will, much like what you're doing, I think what we're going to do is as we get dialed in on YouTube, I think YouTube is going to be the next place where we're really going to see traffic. And we're all, this is what the work that we do is Agency 258. We do these experiments and identify what is working and what we can do to help our clients. And also, how is this working in your business? What's actually working? And so all these experiments are a way that we can actually discover that and help others along the way.
So before we close out today, I do recommend that if you're thinking about growing your business, that you have a conversation with us, because not everybody is going to have the same needs or the same ideas about how they want to grow their business. Okay. your budget is different, your type of business that you're doing, like somebody that we talked about this morning who moved. Now she's got to create a new business, basically, because she's in a whole new city. So anyway, one of the things that we have found that really works, and this is marketing ideas that work, is follow-up leads. So this is a program that we run. It's brand new. It is so fantastic. I got to tell you, go to followupleads.com and check it out, because it is doing everything that we talked about, building your community, building the connection that you have with people, keeping in front of those people that are important to you.
Yeah.
It's not a newsletter. This is follow-up. You've got to follow up with the new people that you meet. Otherwise, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
So check it out, followupleads.com. Is there anything you want to say about followupleads.com?
Well, yeah. I just want to share that we started using it first.
Yes.
And we found that it's working for us. So other people might want to use this, right? It's there again, it goes back to, we learn something, we develop it, we share it. And if this is something that you need help with, and you can use this in your business, if you need to follow up with people, it's an ideal way to follow up with anyone that you want to in your community. You know, if you're building a community and you need referrals or you need to follow up with people, it's a perfect way to do it. So, we get you all set up, we get you involved and engaged, and then it's a matter of you just doing the work, right?
Right. That's right. Somebody's got to do some work.
We've made it as simple as possible. Yeah. Well, statistically, most salespeople don't follow up more than once.
And if they do follow up, it's just one email or one robocall. Oh my gosh, my phone is just burning up with robocalls. Is yours?
Mine? No. I turned mine off.
Well. Anyway.
But it's it is increasing because, okay, let's say cause and effect. If people can't reach you on Facebook and nobody's seen your feed, like we've said, hey, phone call, right? We've shared our information out in public. People know how to track us down. I mean, our whole business is based on exposure, right?
That's right. There it is.
So it's cause and effect. I can't get a hold of you one way, I'm going to get a hold of you another way, right?
I was thinking, because I'm getting so many robocalls, that I might make a new message and not answer the phone unless I know who you are, and just say, because of robocalls, you must leave a message and I'll call you right back. Even if I hear the phone ring and I'm available, I'm not picking it up because it's Google calling.
Yeah.
Google, I got it under control. You could stop calling me now.
Yeah. How many times? I've been with you over, and you get 3 or 4 calls. It's like ridiculous.
It's robo.
So I'm super excited about, let's recap.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing the flexiblelifestyle.us. We're going to be building that on YouTube and sharing that experiment. We're going to be doing, I'm going to continue to.
Wait a minute before you go on. So you might want to think about why we did flexiblelifestyle.us, not US, but us, because it's a community.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
Right.
Go ahead.
I like that. I like that even better.
I know.
And I'll continue to report back and share updates on what I'm discovering with Reviewed by Russ, 2-minute tips. If you haven't seen it, happens every night. You can watch it every day on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter.
You mentioned a software that you're using to record your videos. What is that? It's called
Ecamm Live.
And is that for a Mac, or what is that?
It is for a Mac.
Okay. All right. So if you have a Macintosh computer, or a laptop. I guess you don't call them laptops, do you?
You can call them up. You can call them
Okay.
anything you want.
Whatever. If you have a Mac instead of a PC, then you could use this Ecamm Live. Oh, thanks, Vicki.
Yes, thank you.
Ecamm Live. So if they don't have a Mac, if they have a PC, what would you suggest that people make?
Well,
Short.
you use a program, Camtasia, right?
I used to use Camtasia, but I recently decided to go back to the traditional video editing software.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberlink is having a Black Friday special sale. Even though it's March, they decided to bring it back. It's a company called Cyberlink, and this $350 program that I learned to video edit on is
Really?
$60. It's
Oh, wow.
70% off. So if you're watching this later, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Well, and you can record it on anything. And here's what I recommend is you record it on your laptop and upload it to whatever platform you want to share it to. Right? Or you can on your computer.
Okay, that makes much sense. So can you let's I know we're going over time here, but
that's okay.
Since we brought it up, okay, so let's make it really easy for people.
Okay.
Let's say they have a PC and they want to do a 5-minute tip, like Marla does, 5 minutes, and she uploads them to YouTube. I think she uses Zoom to capture her videos. Zoom is a good tool. Okay. So what else could they use besides Zoom? Zoom.us, by the way.
Yeah, they could use Zoom. They could use, I think Windows has Movie Maker. There's a media player. Any program that will allow you to record video.
What about that Appear In? Would that work?
I don't know if Appear In will allow you to save the file.
Oh, okay.
Here's a good one. And I posted on LinkedIn, and it's a blog post on Agency 258. It's 3 ways to get screen recording. There's Loom. There's
LOOM.com or .us or.
Oh, you're gonna test me now.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Loom is a video editor or capture or what? What is it?
A screen capture.
Screen capture.
And it also allows you to shoot video while you're recording your screen, so your face can be there. So Zoom is one, Loom, and then there's another one called Wistia Soapbox.
Okay, wait a minute. Zoom.us is about $15 a month, and that allows you to do up to 50 people in a room. So I use it almost every day. I train on software and blogging and things like that. And I use it for a lot of different things. We have a mastermind, and Russ and I are part of a Prosperity Plus group. And so we use Zoom all the time. And you can record that just like what we're seeing right here. You can record that and then upload that file to different places for I used to use it for my podcast on iTunes. Now, I did have to upload it to a place that held that file. You can't just put it on your hard drive. So there's more cost to that, but it's flexible. That's what I'm trying to get at. Zoom.us is very flexible. It's about $15 a month. Movie Maker by Windows, I believe that they've gotten rid of that, Russ, but if they have an older computer, I think they still have Movie Maker on there, then it works fine.
Yeah.
Loom. So you got the URL for us.
Yeah.
Use loom.com. And what's the cost for that?
That's free.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah, it's free. And then you can share the link. I mean, and we put it all. I put it all in the blog post as well. So.
Okay, so tell if you can get that link to that blog post, I'll put that in here as well. And what does Loom do? Or do you want me to look for it while you tell them what Loom does?
Well, I was actually in that blog post earlier.
So he's going to get us the link for all the different things that he talks about.
This will be simple.
I've seen Loom. I've seen you use Loom.
Loom's a great tool. And there's another one called Go Video. It's by Vidyard.
I haven't heard that one yet. Go what?
Go Video. It's called Vidyard. And I'll get you the and I'll get the link here. In 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Okay. And I'll send it over into the. Please hold.
There. That's why I had to like turn my mic off because my dog is freaking out. So excuse.
All right. 3 ways to add video to your email. And you can actually use the video to share it anywhere you want. So if you want to use it.
Tell us more about it, Russ.
Okay, so imagine this. You have a website that you're looking to, you want to share some information with, and you want to walk people through that process. You can go on, you can fire up Loom, it'll capture you, it'll ask you a question, it'll say, do you want to capture the desktop? And which camera do you want to use? And how do you want to record this? And then you make your selections, and then you hit record, and you say whatever you're going to say, you do whatever you're going to do, and then it actually records it, and then it saves it to a page, and then you can copy that link and then send it to somebody, or you can email it to somebody, or you can put it into a Facebook post, a Twitter feed, anything you want. It gives you a link, and it's just super simple. Same with Wistia Soapbox. And the thing I like about Wistia Soapbox is it allows you to edit your video after you recorded it and captured it. So you can actually use your face, you can use the screen, you can split the screen in half. It's a very elegant way to doing that. And the way we've done it before is because we have a Wistia account and we're a Wistia agency, is that we upload it to Wistia, and then we can share that video as tutorials on our website. So that's another way. And if you go to that blog post, you'll see that an example of that. So, and then the other one is the Go Video. And Go Video is another one that is very easy to share. It'll allow you to share the screen. It'll allow you to share the camera, and it'll allow you to kind of go back and forth. And then once you're done recording, you hit save, and then it will give you a link that you can email out. And I mean, some of these tools are amazing. So it's really important that we share this and allow you the opportunity to share your information as well.
This was a lot of information. And I know we went way over our 30 minutes, like we usually just keep it right at 30. But I felt it was really important for you to explain it, because you can say all these tools and you can tell them, 20 things that they can do. And then they go, okay, well, how does that help me? So I really wanted to dive deep into what people can do with this technology. So some of the things that they can do is upload it to YouTube, upload it to Facebook, put it on their website, right?
Yep.
And the way to do that is different for each software, right? So
Correct.
Depending on their technical abilities, depending on their budget, depending on the time that they want to take, this all has to be taken into consideration. That's why I said, call us. That is what we're here for. We're here to help you figure out the best way to get your message out to the world, your community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let us do the experiments, spend the time on doing that because we love doing that. And then figure out what works for you. Allow us to help you along that process. So,
well,
this has been a great episode.
I
Marian.
think so. One of the reasons why I wanted to bring that up was because I had all these choices for doing tools, tips, and technology. All I wanted was a podcast that went up to iTunes. I didn't care about anything else, just iTunes, iTunes, because that's where the people that I was looking up to, that's where they were having success. And so I had this option and that option and this option and that option. And I thought, oh my God, my head was just ready to explode. And I figured out one day, you know what? I could just turn on Zoom and record both the audio and the video, and I could just be done with it.
Yeah.
That's how easy it was. So you don't have to make it complicated. It can be fairly simple process.
It can be very, very simple.
Or it can be as complicated as you know, your budget and your time and your, you know, you might have a team and they don't think it's a problem at all. So,
right.
Oh, Vicky says, thanks so much. You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you for being here. Now, here's a perfect example. So after this show is over, I'll create next week's show. Then I'll send this to YouTube. And we also have a podcast. So this is going to be on audio as well. Marketing Ideas at Work. And it's on iTunes. You can listen. You can download and listen. You can subscribe, like, and share, and make comments on this, please. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? So we need 100 people on there in order to get our own personalized name. So we appreciate you following us on YouTube.
And
subscribing to our channel.
Let me go get that link right now, okay?
Yeah. And so all of these things add up. And I was listening to a podcast yesterday, as I often, listen to podcasts, as we love to listen to podcasts, right, Marian?
Yes, I love.
And so it's not, it's not like flipping a switch where all of a sudden you do something and thousands of people are going to come and see your stuff. It takes time and effort to discover who is going to listen to your message, what the message needs to be, how it all comes together, and how to develop that community. And so don't be afraid of starting. Taking action, as we learned last night. Take action. Action speaks volume. Dreams are just ideas until you take action, right?
You got that right. So Russ and I are in a class called Prosperity Plus through Unity Church. I love Unity Church. Anyway, it's not really a church, is it?
No.
It's not a typical church. Anyway, we learned in our 6th week last week that if you don't take action, nothing's going to happen. Well, we already knew that.
Yeah.
But, we were lulled into this, oh, well, just think good thoughts and positive vibes and it will attract and it'll come to you.
Yeah. The secret is
come to you, but if you don't do anything with it. Right?
Like Dr. Joe Vitale, they did The Secret, and really the secret is you got to take action, right?
Right. Oh, that reminds me of that joke, where, somebody keeps praying, oh my God, please let me win the lottery, please, and then finally after a couple of months of that, well, if you'd buy a ticket, I might be able to help you out. You got to take some action.
Yeah. So connect with us.
Yeah.
Agency 258, marketing at agency258.com. I'm Russ Johns.
I'm Marian LaSalle.
And this is Marketing Ideas That Work. And you enjoy your day, right?
That's right. Thank you, everybody.
So much, Marian. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye, everybody. See you next week, Tuesday, 11 o'clock Central Time.
10 o'clock Arizona
Arizona time.
Mountain time.